don't know what it is, but I just remember being very sensitive when I was like pregnant and stuff. So maybe my body would be changing, right, if I were pregnant. Not saying that I am or anything, because no.
A couple interesting things here with what you're saying. The ambulance guy asked me when we're at the restaurant, is she pregnant? And I said, I mean, you're not,
Yeah.
but also you could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Yeah.
it is possible. What's up, guys? Little bit of a crazy thing. Right now, we're at the hospital. Um, we're at a restaurant, and what looked like Christina had a seizure, or I don't know, but we're in the waiting room. I'm with the kids. It's a crazy story, and I'll explain to you guys in a second. So what happened was that we're eating at a restaurant, and we're done eating. Christina's been feeling somewhat okay all day. She looked okay, and we're gonna go furniture shopping. And as we got up from the table, she walked into another table and fell down. I midway caught her. I don't know if she partially hit her head on the floor as well, but it almost looked like she blacked out. But the whole time on the floor, she was very coherent. She said she was fine, she's fine, she's fine. And I was talking to her throughout the whole thing. And as she said she was okay, I helped her up. We walked a few steps, and she was falling again. And thankfully, there was a booth with a table, and I was able to get her to sit down at the booth. But she was saying she was okay, but she wasn't. Um, I think she was having either about to have a seizure or she was having a seizure because what happened was that her eyes were rolling to the back of her head. And I was like, hey, wake up, wake up, wake up, stay awake. And then basically, you could see her mouth, and she was like chattering a little bit, and I could see her tongue moving. And I'm like, okay, this is getting pretty bad. And then her hands tightened up like that. So I was hella scared. Um, After a little bit, she was okay, and I asked her, did you know that you were talking to me the whole time? And she's like, I don't even know what happened. I didn't know you were talking to me. So that's when at some point in the middle of all that, I was also trying to call 911, and I was dealing with the kids at the restaurant, and it was kind of crazy. So the ambulance came, took care of Christina at the restaurant. At that point, it looked like she was okay, and I was gonna take her to the hospital. But as she was sitting there, she started getting um, a little pale, and it just looked like she went through a crazy workout. And so, good thing the ambulance was still with me, and they're like, you know what? I think you should have her sit in the ambulance. I was like, I agree. So the ambulance took Christina to the hospital, and that's where we're at right now. I'm in the waiting room. The kids doing a pretty good job. Um, Leia was frightened. She was crying. Enzo started crying because the moment Christina was on the ambulance bed, that shook them up. So right now, I need to get. I'm trying to contact a friend so they can come watch the kids because the hospital won't let me go to the back and see Christina with the kids. So I'm gonna try and contact Bart, Gio, Steve, or Nikki. Those are pretty much the only people I have out here right now. The whole time I haven't soaked this in yet because I've been worried about Christina, the logistics of her and not being too far away from me. And then the kids, they're doing really, really well. But now that I'm kind of like have a breather, it's it's a pretty scary thing. So um, I think so. We got Bar and Gio coming over to help me right now, and I think that's when all this is just really hitting me. All right, guys. I just got to Christina's room, and I dropped the kids off at Gio's place, so um, I have access to Christina's room. There's a patient in there in the back that's handcuffed and very, very loud and scared. So let's go see Christina real quick. Hi, how are you feeling? Oh my gosh, this lady is
I
crazy.
know, that's like scaring me a little bit. I'm just like, what's going on over there?
You sound a little bit better.
Yeah, I feel a lot better compared to earlier. Right now though, like my head is starting to hurt a little bit.
How do you feel? What's hurting?
I think I'm good for the most part. When I first got in here, I was feeling really faint still, and I don't know, I just like had no energy at all. Like they were trying to have me like scoot over onto the bed, and it was just kind of hard. Like I really don't know what happened. I've never experienced anything ever like this in my entire life, and that was probably the first time I was in an ambulance, and I was by myself too. Like that kind of scared me a little bit. But
Well, I was right behind
I
you.
saw you guys behind.
Oh, you did?
I wanted to get up and like just like do this so you and the kids knew that I was okay, because I
Yeah.
saw Leia like bawling before I was getting pulled out on the stretcher, and I was like trying to keep my composure, but like my eyes are just getting watery just talking about it because she was so sad.
What do you think happened to you?
I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's a very crazy incident. Like never like I guess hearing you describe what happened to me, like I have no recollection about it at all. Like I don't know that I was trembling. I don't know that I was like almost having a seizure. I didn't know my eyes were rolling back. Like I felt nothing. And when you're saying that you're like tapping my face so I wouldn't like pass out again, I don't remember any of that. And it was so crazy because like um I don't remember falling. So the only thing I remember was when we're getting up to leave. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so dizzy. And then I try to dodge a chair to walk around. And then I think I just like passed out or I blacked out or something. And then I guess I fell, right? I don't remember that. Like that's the last thing I remember where I got so dizzy and I tried to find you to hold on to, and like that was it. And yeah, when I came back for a little bit, like I phased in, right? And
You think you blacked out?
I think so. I definitely did because I don't know what happened.
You just felt like you went to sleep or something?
Something like yeah, something happened. And then when I like woke up again, like seeing all of you guys around me, it took me a while to realize that I was on the floor.
Yeah,
like,
the
I
whole
had
rest.
no idea.
It happened in the middle of the restaurant,
Oh my god.
and the whole restaurant was next to me, like trying to get you up.
When I came back again, when I was on the booth, I didn't even know I was on the booth. I was looking over, I was like, who are all these people? And I just see all these people staring at me, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like,
And how do you feel now?
I feel better. So they gave me an IV.
Yeah.
So I've had a lot. Gave me 2 bags. I feel a lot better. My mouth was super dry earlier, and they're like, "Are you pregnant? Could you be pregnant?" Like,
Why? What does that mean? Why would
I
you
have
be
no
like
idea.
that though?
I remember being like this though when I was pregnant. Like
What do you mean?
before.
Like what?
Like I think let me try to think back.
Wait, what does this have to do with being pregnant?
I don't know. I feel like because your system is so like out of whack when you do get pregnant. And I remember that like from I don't know if it was like when we had the miscarriage and stuff, and then like when we would drink or something, like your system is just so sensitive to everything. And maybe I don't know. I really don't know what it is, but I just remember being very sensitive when I was like pregnant and stuff. So maybe my body would be changing, right, if I were pregnant. Not saying that I am or anything, because no.
A couple interesting things here with what you're saying. The ambulance guy asked me when we're at the restaurant, is she pregnant? And I said, I mean, you're not,
Yeah.
but also you could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Yeah.
it is possible, but
Yeah, they're asking like when my last menstrual cycle was, like if we've been intimate and
have
stuff
you
like
missed a
that.
period?
No. I mean, I'm supposed to get it in a few days. And then they're asking if I had headaches, like if I've been feeling stomach pains. But I said that's usually how it is when I'm about to get my period.
One thing that scared me was at the restaurant, the ambulance guy was asking her questions about Can you feel your face here? Can you feel here? Can you feel your hands? And I'm like, why would she have any sort of any type of feeling of being paralyzed, you know? And so that really scared me. And I started thinking, Christina was mentioning that she has shooting pain in her right arm yesterday. But like, these are things that she says often. Um, she's always like, something always hurts, you know? And so I didn't think of anything of it. Um, Usually when I feel like it's a medical emergency for me,
you make it sound like
I'm like, ugh, my chest hurts. Should I go to the hospital? Ugh, no, I think I'm okay, right?
Yeah.
But then for you, you're like, I don't know, if I die tomorrow, you just take care of the kids. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not serious.
Yeah, because I try, because it's such a, like, I don't know, it's a scary thought.
And Christina actually said that last night. What did you tell me last night?
So I think when I was saying it, I was like, oh, like I'm getting shooting pains on the right side of like my hand and stuff, you know, and and then I was like, oh, I hope I'm not gonna get a heart attack or something, but I was actually referring to like a stroke because usually it starts from the right side of the body, and that's why when I was joking about it because I didn't want to make it a serious thing, and I'm like, yeah, okay, if I die first, just make sure you find someone to help you take care of the kids. You know. You can't joke about this stuff with me anymore because I'm gonna take it like a joke and not look into something further. And here we are. We don't know what's going on yet. We don't have any results. We don't know if she is dehydration. We don't know if she had a seizure. We don't know if she had a stroke or a heart attack. The ambulance guy said that it's possible she could have an infection. It could be a tumor. It could be a lot of things. So she got her CT scan. We're waiting for all these results. If something happens to you, obviously you're not experienced with anything and you think you're okay. Look, you don't know what's going on, so it's best to just get checked out by a professional. So if you need to call an ambulance, call an ambulance. Like, don't be like Christina and think you're okay because it could be a lot worse. You know what I mean? Like, I know. Yeah.
It's not normal for you to pass out, you know? So it's good to get checked and see, why did I pass out or black out, you know? Do you know what Leia said to me? Obviously you don't know, but can you guess what Leia said to me in the car? She was freaking out and she was crying. And I'm like, I was just trying to get in her head and understand why she's crying. Because I don't know, she could be scared or whatever. I was like, why are you crying? And she's like, mommy, I want to see mommy. And I'm like, okay, but why are you crying about mommy? And she said, I want mommy to breathe. I don't want me to not breathe. So I was like, whoa, how does like, I didn't know she could comprehend it like that.
I know.
You know, like being in the stretcher and then saying, you know, that maybe something's gonna happen to you. Like I was like, wow, I was so surprised and shocked by that. Yeah, so that's what she said.
Yeah, it's because I have that image of her like bawling before they pulled me. I was like, oh, don't cry, Leia.
Yeah. I've been in an ambulance before, and I know how it feels. I actually don't remember being in an ambulance because I got morphined up and like I was in so much pain.
Oh, when you hurt
when I like hurt my finger and it bursted everywhere. Oh, excuse me, sorry guys. But all I knew was that I wanted to be with you.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want you to go to ambulance in the beginning because I wanted to take you.
Yeah.
I wanted to be with you in the emergency room. Like I didn't want to lose you at any point.
Yeah.
You know, so I just wanted to be with you. So when you went to the ambulance and inside, I instantly pulled the car behind the ambulance. I was waiting. You guys were taking forever.
Yeah, because they had to hook me up.
So I was like, I got out of the car and I was about to go look in the back of the ambulance, but then they came out and I was like, you know, and the guy was like, so I was like, okay. So when we drove off, I was just following the whole time.
I saw you.
I didn't stop at the stop signs. You know, I just kept staying behind the ambulance. And
as soon as they opened the door to bring me out, you were already there.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. The moment the ambulance doors opened, I wanted you to see me and not be scared.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to pop out so quickly.
Because I didn't want you to be scared and be alone.
No, it was nice. Yeah, I think I felt better because I saw you following behind.
Oh, so okay, so you knew the whole time.
Yeah, I
already.
knew, but then I couldn't get up. Like I wanted to
Yeah.
wave to let you guys know I was okay because I had
Oh, I can't
no
even see.
energy. No, like if I were to get up and put like wave, you would have seen me, but I just couldn't get up.
No, the windows were tinted.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I saw you, and they're like, "Is that your husband following behind in the Tesla?" I was like, "Yeah, that's him."
Uh-huh. All right, guys, it's been about 3.5 hours since the whole incident happened. We've been in the hospital for about at least 3 hours, I would say. But there's these IV pouches right here, and they want Christina to finish the pouches before we can leave, because if she's dehydrated, it's really gonna help her to get her fluids back. So that half pouch, I think, can take another hour or so, and she just got a blood test, and we gotta wait for results. So I'm gonna give it about 2 more hours before we're out of here. That's 5 hours in the hospital. Leia, it's okay.
Yeah.
Were you sad that? Oh,
Oh my goodness.
are you guys happy that mommy's out of the hospital?
Are you happy to see me? I'm here. I'm not on the floor anymore. Is that better?
Yeah. All right, guys. So Christina is home from the hospital. She got discharged. Everything, the results, they want her to get more testings done, but at the moment, nothing is wrong with her heart, her head, her blood tests. Everything's kind of coming back normal, which is a little bit scary for me. It's like it's a relief, but at the same time, I'm like, what if this happens again? So, we just got back from lunch, and she is resting right now. Enzo's napping, so I'm gonna make some soup, some Chinese soup to help her low blood pressure. That's one thing that the doctors found out, that she had really low blood pressure. It was at 70 when after she got pumped with 2 bags of IV, it hit 100. So I want to keep her blood pressure up, and so let me show you guys. Right here, this is all of my special Chinese soup ingredients. They all got some crazy stuff, some kind of like dehydrated beans and roots and I don't know, a lot of weird stuff. So today I'm going to make some, these are some goji berries. I'll show you what the goji berries look like in a second. Some chicken and some ginger. My mom said that would help her for what happened. So I'm gonna make that soup for her now. We've had a crazy weekend. I just cooked a home cooked meal for everyone so everyone could feel a little bit better, a little more comforting. I didn't even know what I was making. All I saw was some carrots in the fridge and a lotus root. So I added some Chinese sausage. Look, you guys, every Chinese household always has Chinese sausage for some reason. There's a day that doesn't go by where we don't have Chinese sausage. So good thing we have it. I was able to make it. How does the soup taste for you?
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it. This is like one of my favorite soups because it reminds me of when I was pregnant and then after giving birth. Like this is kind of the soup that I would drink for, I don't know, like a whole month.
To get your blood circulating?
To get the blood flowing. I think the only difference is that this one doesn't have rice wine in it, but it's pretty good.
Well, you're looking a little bit better.
And we're getting color back in my skin because I felt kind of pale.
Yeah, you're tan. Yesterday you were completely pale.
Yeah, I was like super white. So slowly getting back to normal.
Do you like the soup, Leia?
Yeah.
Yeah? You know who you made it for? This is a special soup.
Well, thank you for making it for us.
You're welcome. I made it especially for Mommy. Oh, you're welcome. Want But I made it especially for mommy this time because she was in the hospital, remember?
Yeah.
How are you feeling today?
Tired.
Yeah? What, like you're feeling sore or just no energy?
I have no energy. And then like every time that I move or do anything, my chest hurts, like right here, the left side, all just pushing it hurts.
That's where your heart is.
Yeah, I know. It feels really sore.
But the doctor didn't say anything about it yesterday.
I have no idea. I mean, they said that when they checked all the scans, like from my heart, that everything came out normal. So that's why they can't do anything, I guess. But then like now I'm noticing it hurts here, and then it hurts like in the same area in my back too. Like it's a sharp pain and stuff if I push down on it.
Alright, so yesterday when you fell, you said you got some bruises?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if this is a bruise. I don't know if you can see it anymore, but it was like a scratch.
I mean, you can see that.
Yeah, it was much darker
here
last
as
night.
well.
It was like a whole line that went across, kind of went away.
What do you think that was from?
Probably when I fell and I guess I hit the chair, I'm
Yeah.
assuming. And then I have a bruise here. You can't really see it.
Yeah, I see it right there.
Yeah. And then my
I see
hip
it.
hurts, but I don't see anything. But like it feels really sore. Like when I push down on it, it hurts. It feels like it's bruised.
I think you fell on this side, but I caught you on this side. But it was enough to catch your head so your head wouldn't fall and hit the floor.
Yeah, like my head doesn't hurt at all. It's just like, yeah, my left side of my body feels really sore. So I don't know.
Hey Leia, I have a question for you. Yesterday, when mommy was going into the ambulance, were you scared? Yeah, you're crying, huh? What happened?
Right here. Right here.
You were crying too, Enzo?
Yeah.
Were you guys scared or what happened?
Why were you crying?
We were still as mommy.
Why?
What were you scared of?
Yeah, and yes.
You were scared of the ambulance? Why were you scared of the ambulance?
I don't know. I get every day too.
Yeah. What was so scary about it?
I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know what's wrong.
One thing that was really interesting is that Leia, knowing how dramatic it was yesterday and just how critical, Christina was on the stretcher and stuff, that's when it all kicked in for her. And so I'm just really proud that she understood what was going on. Enzo did too. The moment he saw Leia cry, he started crying too. But how does that make you feel?
It made me really sad because I didn't think they understood what was going on, because like me going onto the stretcher could have just been anything, right? It could have just been me going on there for them to like examine me. But as soon as I hopped on, I looked at her and she just started bawling and
She thought you were gonna die. You know that? Is that what happened? Did you think mommy was gonna die yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that you're crying in the car and you said that you want mommy to breathe. You remember saying that? Yeah. Are you happy now that mommy's here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you give her a big hug and kiss?
Yeah.
Last night when we came home from everything, everyone was super tired and Christina was like, can we let the kids lay in bed with us tonight? And so the four of us laid in bed, watched a little bit of a movie. The kids fell asleep during the movie, and that was our night.
So yesterday when we got home, I started thinking about how we can try to like be as careful as possible in case if anything were to happen, like if you were to go on a trip somewhere like Sacramento for a day. So I was trying to teach Leia how to use my phone in case you're not here.
Okay, Leia.
Oh no!
What's happening to mommy right now?
She died.
Oh my God.
No, she
I
didn't.
didn't die.
Okay,
Oh no, I fell down.
Can you turn on mommy's phone?
I don't feel good. What do you do?
Unlock her phone. Okay, and now what do? Oh, you're calling dad just like that.
Yay!
Oh my goodness.
Let's see if he's gonna answer.
Yay.
Where is it?
Hello?
Hello.
What happened, Leia?
Hi. Where is it?
It's daddy. Why are you calling me?
Somebody died.
Somebody died?
Yeah. She hurts herself.
She hurt herself?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming home right now. Can you call
Okay.
911?
911? I don't know. I don't know.
Good job, Leia.
That was really good. So another thing that I taught her was that in case if you don't answer, if for any reason like you're busy or something is going on, I put 2 favorite emergency contacts here. So then I put you're the blue heart, and then I put 911 and I put the little police car there.
Wow.
So,
okay.
yeah.
So that makes it easy for Leia. It's just she just pushes either the heart or the police car.
Yeah, and I was thinking about adding like grandparents and everything else, but I felt like it was too much for her. So I think I'm just gonna stick to this first.
All right, guys. So if you want to teach your kids how to use the phone, first teach them either to how to unlock the phone or take off your code, and then add the easy numbers to the favorites with some sort of symbol so she knows which one to press. So I'm very happy that she knows how to do that.
Yeah, me too. And I feel like if anything were to happen, that she would be able to take care of me.
All right, guys. So we had that crazy weekend. Leia's learning how to use the phone for emergencies. I'm feeling a little bit better with all of this. This whole situation was just insane. Thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully nothing like this ever happens again. Give
Do I
mommy a
get
smash
one from
face.
Enzo and Leia?
Smash face, mommy.
Thank you guys. Ew, look at his face.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Say I love you.
I love you.
All I want to is to be close to you, but I don't know how and what to do. I'm so shy.